Hey guys, it's Garrett here in the shop, and I wanted to talk to you today about the reason I chose a 12 valve 6BT 5.9 Cummins for my M35 engine swap project. This is going to be like the first video, I guess, in my M35 engine swap conversion series, I guess. A few different reasons. The engine is ubiquitous. I mean, you can get parts for it anywhere. There are millions of them out there, and there's so much aftermarket support for them. They're super reliable. They're super easy to get more power out of. There's not a whole lot bad you can say about them, other than this one came out of a Ford. So hopefully that won't mean that it's got some problematic issues for its entire life, because that'll really be disappointing. They're fully mechanical engines. You don't have to have any electronics at all to make this work. The only electronics on them usually, as far as making them run, is a shut-off solenoid, which mounts here, and it either raises for run or lowers to shut off the fuel lever on the injector pump. That's all you gotta have. So without it, I mean, you can use a cable, or you can rubber band this up, zip tie it, whatever, and make it run. You don't have to have anything else. All that's required to make this engine start and run is a battery and three wires. So, in fact, I think this battery still has some charge. Yep. So, you know what? Let me see if I can make this run. Been a few days since I messed with it. Yeah, the lift pump on it is leaking, so sucking a little bit of air. I didn't expect it to continue running, but see that? I mean, they're super damn simple. And as much support as there are for them, as reliable as they are, as hardy as they are, there's no way you could turn it down, really, unless you're just a Cummins hater for some reason. Let me see. Here's another reason I want to show you, and I can easily show you this. The M35, the size of the engine bay kind of constrains you when it comes to certain things, like running an intercooler. I'm about to show you the difference here. If you go from the back of the bell housing mounting surface and you measure the length of it out, you're looking at right around 39, and if we go up, the fan hub sticks out a little farther. You're looking 39.5, 40 inches total overall length at the most, without a fan on it, okay? Let's go out here and look at this old multi-fuel block. And once again, well, the water pump's gone off this one. Shit. I should have done this the other day before I sent that water pump out. Anyway, you're going to get the idea. So we've hooked in the same place, the back of the bell housing, flywheel housing, just to the end of the studs. We're at 43 3/4, the studs for the water pump. The water pump sticks out, it's probably, I measured it before, it was actually like 48 and some odd inches. So you are almost 10 inches shorter in length putting the 5.9 in the engine bay, which leaves you room for an air-to-air intercooler. Of course, when you put a fan on the front of it, it's going to take up probably 4 inches. So that's going to leave you another approximately 6 inches of extra space up front, not including the radiator, than you had before. So if you can't fit an air-to-air intercooler in 6 inches of space in the front, I mean, I don't know what you're doing. So, and even then, if you want it, the engine is it's narrower. So if you want to run an air to water and just run a thin radiator for an air to water up front, you don't have to take up that full 6 inches of front space. You can put an air to water right here beside it, or anywhere on the side. Hell, you can put it on the other side, but then you'll have to do a bunch of stupid plumbing. So it's a lot easier to work with. They did make some M35A2 variants, experimental, for the update program that the A3 ended up winning out on, and they had 6 pt.1s in them, 12 valves, all of them. Some intercooled, some not. So it's not like it hasn't been done, and it can't be done. I've got a lot of parts coming for this, as I mentioned in another video. I've got some good people that are really doing me favors and getting me the parts that I need, so this is probably going to happen a lot faster than I thought. Another big reason for me to go with this motor was the fact that I can run a gear-driven, high-output air compressor and eventually a power steering pump, because this truck is going to get power steering. You know, there's a guy out there, Tom, runs WaterlooSpecialties.com. He makes a power steering kit that was meant to work with the multi-fuel engine. It comes with the multi-fuel power steering pump and all that shit, but I'm probably going to buy just the stuff that I need to make it work with that power steering pump. So that gets rid of a belt and all that other shit. And then I can go get parts in any parts house, or at least any truck parts house, because it's Cummins. It's a Type E compressor, common compressor. It's outfitted with a 190 horsepower P pump already. I can throw some 3,000, 4,000 governor springs in there, a fuel plate, and probably get 300 horses out of it with maybe some injector work or injectors. I don't know exactly what I'm going to have to do with that for now. I'm probably going to put I know I'm going to put a different turbo on, because this thing is all like, I don't know how well you can see it, but there's some pitting on that wheel, and the last thing I want is that wheel exploding and sending shards of metal into my newly installed engine. So that turbo is going to get replaced. I got to build motor mount for the front, or at least some adapters. I'm going to use the stock, at least bottom plate that mounts to the cross member, and then I'll build my own mounts to go from that plate to not this plate. I'm not using this turd. I've got another motor mount coming that mounts like this, and it's got one center sleeve that's got a bolt that runs all the way through it, so you can mount tabs on both sides, and I'll build my own brackets from that. Anyway, I don't want this video getting too long. I don't want to bore you guys. I could sit here and babble about what a great motor the 5.9 Cummins is all day, and how I'm going to do this and going to do that, but I'll explain and show you more as it comes and as I get to doing it. So thanks for watching. I really hope you follow along on this series. I'm excited to get it done. It's going to be a whole new truck, whole different truck when I get it done. So keep watching, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.